Hello my loved ones and welcome back to this jammy jazz. I am doing my ready back to school makeup tutorial or my back to school makeup look, how I will apply makeup if I am going back to school. And this is my look. It's nice and subtle and put together and something that you can actually do under 15 minutes or even under 5. It all depends on your speed. This is a drugstore back to school makeup tutorial. So anything that I am mentioning here is actually drugstore and are actually affordable that you can actually pick up in your local drugstore, Walmart, Target, and places like that. And like I said, this is the look. It looks nice put together. So just remember, you don't need to look all glamorous to your first day of school. You can look like yourself and just show who you are. Look all glammed up and nice and wear all this, makeup. Don't let no one discourage you or anyone make you feel any less. You know who you actually are. So don't let anyone pinpoint you or anyone discourage the way you feel about yourself and the way you want to apply makeup. Makeup is not, there's no wrong makeup. You can actually apply however you want. At the end of the day, it's rinsed off and you can start fresh the next day. So I hope you guys take little pieces of this tutorial and recreate your own look. And if you want to know how to recreate this back to school simple look, then let's get to it. So even starting your day, you always want to moisturize your face. No matter if you're waking up and you're doing your makeup in 5-10 minutes because you're rushing out the door because you're late to school or even to work or anything like that, always try to moisturize your face because that actually prolongs your makeup. And something that I like to use is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I'm almost done. My cat. I'm almost done. This is not drugstore. I don't think I actually have a drugstore moisturizer, but this is the one that I've been using lately and I love it. So another thing that you always want to do to prolong your makeup is always prime your face. These are one of my top 2 favorite primers. This one is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This one is actually like a silicone, you can say base, but I like to use this mostly in the parts where I actually have larger pores. Don't, how can I say, smudge your face with primer, because if you're going to go in with a foundation and you're going to be in school for a very long time, you're just asking for disaster and cakiness, because that's what's going to create. Sorry if you hear a little bit of a sound. I am washing clothes, so the sound that you actually hear is my washing machine. But moving on, the next primer that I like to use is from Flower, and they're both actually sold in the drugstore, Walmart, Kmart, CVS, I think. But this is the Flower Perfecting Primer, and this is also a silicone type base. So this one is what I'm actually using today, and I've been liking this primer a lot. So I'm gonna just take this primer and put it, focusing it more on the places that I have larger pores. So that's here a little bit in my T-zone, and under, you can say, the eyes where the cheeks are at. I'm down over here. After that's done, foundations that I like to use is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Matte. This is great for you guys are oily. It's very matte and full coverage. This is something that I will kind of suggest if you're already like in high school or towards college and you know you're going to be there for a good amount of time. This will be great. It'll keep you matte, it'll give you a flawless coverage, and it will last a very long time. I also have this one for you girls that like that glow and are more on the dry side, and this is the Infallible pro glow, and it gives you actually a nice glow, healthy glow to the skin. It's also full coverage like the Pro Matte. It just has that nice glow within, but it actually lasts for a long time. I cannot speak today. But we're gonna go in with this PIXI H2O tinted skin tint face gel. And this is what I kind of recommend if you're beginning high school, towards the middle of high school. You want to go in with either a BB cream or a light tint moisturizer. Just because you don't want to give your face that full face glam type of look and cakiness, but yet you want to look nice and put together, and any little blemishes or anything like that can be kind of canceled out with that. So this one I am in, doesn't say the name, just says nude 2. So this is the one I'm using today, and I'm just going to take one pump. And this is the tinted moisturizer, so it's going to give you a sheer coverage, and I'm going to just dot this all over my face. Sorry if I'm looking this way. My mirror is actually on this side, so I got to see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to just dot this all over my face. This gives you a sheer coverage, but yet it covers enough. I can say for the day, this is going to be a little light for me, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to use the Real Techniques sponge, complexion sponge. I don't know, but I'll leave anything that I use down in the description box below and the stuff that I mentioned. And I'm just going to push this into my skin. I have a couple of concealers. This is optional if you want to use a concealer, but these are the 3 from the drugstore. As you can see, this is a drugstore get back to school. NYX HD concealer. This is a very good concealer if you're going to get your photo taken or something like that. It really doesn't give that flashback, and it looks beautiful on pictures taken and stuff like that, and it's very light. It really doesn't crease under me. I am very oily down here, but the coverage is nice, and it's drugstore. This one is the Superstay Better Skin Concealer from Maybelline, and it's also a good concealer and from the drugstore, and it actually hides a lot of my dark circles and in dark areas. Like this area right here is very dark, so it does a lot of covering those dark spots, you can say. And another one is my Fit Me concealer from, what's this one from? I think this one's from L'Oreal, if I'm not mistaken. L'Oreal, Maybelline. This is my Fit Me from Maybelline, and this one you can say is a very, very full coverage concealer. I'm almost out of it, but this concealer I use it for day to day, because even though it does have that full coverage, it's kind of watery. It's very good to apply under the eyes. It doesn't crease. It doesn't give me any type of cakiness. So that's something that you're looking into a concealer if you are going to school or work all day and you're going to be in a place for a long time. You don't want something that actually look cakey under the eyes. And the one I'm actually using today is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewinding Concealer. And I'm going to use these two. This one is the brightener and this one is the regular concealer. And I love these. I have a very good coverage on them, but it doesn't crease and it's affordable. So those are the good 3 things that I find in these concealers, and something that I actually do find in concealers, even in high-end or drugstore concealers. I try to go for the ones that are kind of lightweight but yet give me a good coverage. So I'm going to take the brightener, and I'm going to just dot this a little on the outside of portion of under my eye. And I'm going to take the concealer, and this one is in light pale, and actually apply this under. And as you can see, I'm just dotting a little bit. I'm not using as much. And I'm going to just use my my beauty blender. You can also use your fingers. Your fingers are a great tool to actually warm up that product and make sure it's nice and blended. So if you don't have time to actually go wet your beauty blender, just use your fingers. Just make sure they're nice and sanitized and clean, because you can create bacteria and cause breakout. Face, this is a good alternative, is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless. I am in 220 Natural Beige, and this is, for me, this is the only good setting powder that I actually find from the drugstore. If any of you have good setting powders from the drugstore, please leave it down in the comments down below. I would love to check them out. But I'm going to use this to set my entire face. To set my entire face, and I'm not really looking for, like I said, how you say it, to look bright under the eyes. I just want to make sure I just look put together and to head out the door. This one has a little bit of a color and it gives you a little bit more of a coverage, but this one is matte, so it'll make sure any cream products that you put in your face are nice and set and won't move and slip and slide during the day, because you don't want that. Next thing I'm gonna do is my eyebrows, and you already know, if you've been watching my channel for quite some time, I love the Maybelline, not the Maybelline, the MILANI Stay Put Brow Color Pot, and I'm in 04 Brunette, and you can find this anywhere in your drugstore, and I like to use this. This stays for a very long time on my brows, and it don't smudge, it don't come out at all. And when you want to do your brows for school, I mean, if you don't like, you know, moussey consistency type of brow products, then try to use a powder. It looks natural, as you know, it looks nice and natural, and when you want to go to school, you want to try to look as natural as possible. And I'm just doing my brows, but I'm not really filling them in, because I'm going to use something else to fill them in. I'm going to use a powder, and usually that's something that I like to do when I'm doing a natural look. I try to stay away from like cream consistency type of brow products, and I try to like use powder. It looks more natural and not so, you know, draw in. Okay, the powder that I'm using is from Salon Perfect. It looks just like this. I haven't used this in a long time, so I don't know how I'm gonna like it, but it comes with these shades here, and I'm gonna use this, you can say this dark right here, this dark color right here, right here, and I'm just going to just feather them in. You can say just doing like stroke motions just to fill them in a little bit. Like I said, powder does look a little bit more natural. To set the brows, that's something that I feel that is very important. And where is it? Why every time I look for something, it's always disappeared. But this is the L'Oreal Brow Styling Plumper, and I love this to set my brows. You always want to set because you don't want them to move or for you to sweat and actually like smudge off. So always use either a clear one or like this one is a tinted brow gel, and actually fills in any sparks or any gaps that you have in between your brows that you didn't have time to actually fill in. Okay, so we're not really doing much, as like I said, we're trying to hurry up to rush out the door. So I'm gonna use my butter bronzer from Physician Formula, and I love the way it smells. It smells so tropical. It smells so good. But you just want to give your face a little bit more of dimension, a little bit more color. We look flat right now, so I'm just going to just warm up my face. Gives you that nice little bronzy. And I always like to like, you know, shake my stippling brush towards my nose. If you don't have time to contour, you can just do that. It gives your nose a little bit more of a, you know, color and dimension and all that. So you usually can skip this step, but I usually always like to highlight. So I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Magalo Illuminate palette, and it has these, you can say 4 bricks or strips of shimmer, and they're very nice and, you know, glowy. So I'm going to take a little bit of this rosy one right here and just pop this just to give my face a little bit of... Where is it? Why when you're using something, it always disappears? I just had it. Where is it? Oh, right in my face. So I'm going to take this little bit right here and just put a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to school or anything like that. But, you know, try to recreate, like I said, this style however you feel comfortable. So I'm just applying this a little bit on the highest points of my cheeks, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. And my hair looks crazy. But, you know, it gives you that nice little flow. Try to blend this out a little bit. I'm going to use the same palette. I'm just going to take this bronzy color right here, and I'm just going to pack that on to my lid. There you go. It's a nice bronze shimmery color. And then I'm going to go back in with my butter bronzer from Physician Formula, and I'm just going to just bronze up my crease just to give it a little bit of a dimension and warmness to the crease. Take a little bit back, a little bit of your highlight and just pop it into the inner corner of your eye. It'll help your eye look a little bit bigger and you look wide awake. And talking about wide awake, I'm gonna take my PIXI eyeliner in #1 nude, and this will make your eyes look bigger, as I said, and you will look more awake than what you really are. And for mascara, I'm going to use my lovely, and the only one I use, the Miss Manga from L'Oreal. And I love this mascara. If you want, you can apply falsies. That's all on you. I mean, I can apply falsies and use them every day. But usually you just pop a little bit of mascara on the top and bottom lashes. And just make sure you just coat them a couple of times so they can look nice, spiky, and long. I have to do that because this is drying. I have to get a new one because I have no lashes. And for lips, I am going to use, if you want, you can just pop on some chapstick or any lip balm and just you're good to go. Or if you want, you can apply a little bit of a lip liner or lip gloss. I'm going to go in with the Palladio waterproof lip liner, and this one isn't naked. It's a little bit, is more to a nude, brown nudie side. Is more to the brown nude side, brown nudie. And I'm just going to just fill in my lips, underline my lips, and just fill them in with it. Just remember to set your face with a setting spray. It also helps to prolong the wearing of your makeup, and especially if you're going to be, like I said, all day at work or at school, just set it with any setting spray. I have the All Day Wear Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. I usually use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but I'm going to use this one because it's a old drugstore tutorial. This is it for my back to school look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just remember, you don't need a lot of products to look put together to go to school. Like I said, if you're running late or you need to go to work or anything like that, you only have some time to actually get up, get dressed, do your hair, do your makeup. Just, you know, take a little bit, if you want, take little bit parts of this video and, you know, use it in your own style and create anything that makes you look comfortable. Don't let anyone discourage you of how you want to look in the outside. It's all how you want to look and how you feel and how it makes you feel. I hope this video helped some of you guys, and I hope you guys have a good first day of school. And like I said, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you like this video. And I will leave my social media down in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.